Hi, this is our Group 4 project on the impact of photovoltaic cells on society.
Hi, I'm Alex Young. I'm in IB Physics, and I'm going to discuss how solar cells work.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Scanlon, and I'm in IB Sports, and I'll be explaining how solar cells impact the society.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm in IB Bio, and I'm going to be explaining biological photovoltaic cells and pros and cons of photovoltaic cells.
And where is it used? The photovoltaic effect is a physical and chemical phenomenon. This effect was first discovered in 1839 when 19-year-old physicist Alexander Becquerel observed it. He saw that the photovoltaic effect is when a material creates an electric current when it is exposed to light. Later, in 1883, the first solar cells were being invented using the photovoltaic effect. In the picture, you can see that this effect is implemented in photovoltaic cells or solar cells, which convert light energy into electric energy. How do they work? In the picture, you can see that photovoltaic cells are made up of several layers, including an anti-reflective layer, metallic conductors, and silicon layers. The most important layers are the N and P layers, composed of two semiconductors, an N-type and P-type. An electric field is formed when these two layers join. Electrons move to the positive P side, and holes are created in the negative N side. Light is composed of photons, which are just energy. When photons strike a PV cell, energy is transformed to electrons, causing them to increase to a higher energy state. This creates a hole where the electron is freed from, allowing more electrons to take its place. The movement of electrons creates a current in the PV cell. These PV cells are then joined together into modules and arrays in order to create larger solar panels. Next, we will look deeper into how PV cells affect the world.
Another type of photovoltaic cell is biological photovoltaics. It uses light harvesting organisms to generate energy. During photolysis of water, electrons are transferred to an anode, and while high potential reaction takes place at the cathode, the potential difference drives a current through an external circuit and does work. The most common type is MOS. This type of green electricity can only power small things, but is a hopeful look for the future. The hope for BPS is that it will be more cost-effective than silicon-based photovoltaics. Solar panels are used worldwide, but Germany, Italy, and the US uses this renewable energy the most. They are set up on roofs to gather maximum sunlight. This energy is then used throughout the whole house. Solar panels are renewable, which means we cannot run out of it unless the sun dies. It's environmentally friendly because harnessing the sun's power does not cause pollution. It also reduces homeowners' electricity costs by going solar. It has multiple uses: powering homes and appliances, distilling water in Africa, and even to power satellites in space. They also are silent because there are no moving parts and it does not cause noise pollution. Finally, solar panels are low maintenance.
Solar energy is an intermittent energy source. Overcast days with low sunlight availability can cause issues. Energy storage is also expensive. Batteries can help with this issue some, but aren't exactly cheap either. Some pollution associated with solar panels, such as manufacturing, transporting, and installation. But this middle pollution level is at a lower level than fossil fuels or nuclear energy. Solar panels also require space. Power density is an essential component, and lower power density means that there is not enough space to provide the energy needed. There are a couple significant cons, but the pros outweigh the cons of solar panels and can help everyday costs and the environment.
Also, there are many societal impacts for using solar panels. They can help us reduce the air pollution around an entire country and can help eliminate countries having to use foreign fuel sources. Since solar panels do not require a factory, less toxins will be produced into the atmosphere, which will make cities more enjoyable for consumers. And if countries adopt solar energy systems, they will not need to obtain those foreign fuel sources anymore. Solar panels reduce the need for nuclear power, which produce harmful waste. If consumers convert to using solar energy, this can be prevented and they can protect themselves. Lastly, using solar panels is a great way to conserve resources. When solar panels convert light into heat and electricity, this requires no source of fuel. Countries will not need to rely on power systems that generate power of non-renewable energy if they convert to a healthier and clean solar energy system. Solar panels can really have a positive impact on the society if consumers decide to use a solar energy system. In the future, solar panels will be a necessity in our society. We need them in order to protect the environment. So why haven't we already switched? Well, solar energy systems might have a lot of positive impacts towards society, but they do have some negative impacts on society as well. A negative impact of solar panels are they are a big hassle to set up the energy storage for consumers. Now, here is our group mind map connecting all of our ideas together.
This here is a quick mind map of our Group 4 project. You can see that PV cells use the photovoltaic effect. They have different environmental effects and impacts on our society, both good and bad. Solar cells also have great potential for the future of this earth as a renewable energy. Thank you for listening to our Group 4 video, and I hope you learned a lot.